To the right side. Pass to McCollum. To take the lead. And the basket by Looney.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
Atlanta is shooting about 47%. A nice number. We've got Robert Williams, and it's Garuba in at the 4 slot. Here's Erickson. McCollum defends. Shot clock at 5. They get it again. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Chris Paul.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
First free throw is good. That one's no good. The Supersonics have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Pass to Looney. From down in the low post, it goes.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
And here's Hachimura. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
From behind the arc. Garuba with a rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
To the inside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 1.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Here's Erickson going inside. Second chance shot. Pass to Garuba. They shoot again. Blocked.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Now into the lineup for Seattle, C.J. McCollum.
Six on the shot clock. Pass to Erickson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's McCollum. It's good.
C.J. McCollum.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Here's Erickson. Can't connect from short range.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Fade away. They get it back. Looney. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Kevon Looney, a coach's delight. Does all the little things, help solidify a unit on the floor.
The first free throw is good. Looney's also versatile enough to start or come off the bench.
Reason why? He's very unselfish. Great efficient player, and he's very smart. Fits in with any unit that is out there on the floor with him.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Here's Daniels, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Seattle, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Left side Porter. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. And he can't get that one.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half. None so far in the second.
Here's Daniels. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 19 points in the game.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And the Hawks shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Fader on the way. That's miss number 7 out of 14 attempts. The Supersonics have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. And there's the lob. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, pay the price.
C.J. McCollum. He's checked in for Looney. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Here's Erickson. 5 on the clock. No good with a jumper from the wing.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Sweet little floater.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Daniels. Hachimura outside. Here's Erickson. Sinks that one from the post.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Daniels. McCollum defends. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Nuns checked in for Hachimura. The Supersonics have gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Erickson. The kick out to Nunn. Clock at 4. To take the lead. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Nunn. Well, the Supersonics are shooting the ball at 48% so far. The floater. The shot no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's Erickson. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. It's not going to go for him, so Atlanta will take it the other way. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Here's Daniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Shooting for Atlanta. 2 shots.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
CJ McCollum.
23 points in the game. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Here's Daniels. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Nunn defends. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Seattle. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Robinson Earl. Porter pulls it in. Seattle shooting about 47%. A nice number. Nunn against McCollum. Outside for Porter. The 3. And they recover it.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
Tries again. Not going to go that time. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Outside Nunn. Pass to Erickson. Now Williams. McCollum defends. Williams' shot is good. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Here's McCollum. Lets it go from 11. It's good. Off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Erickson. Misses from close range. Seattle shooting an even 50% since the 4th quarter got underway. Williams defending. McCollum outside. The 3. Offensive board. The shot by Looney, no good. And Atlanta shooting around 30% since the 4th quarter got underway. Outside, Williams. Pass to Daniels. And he gets it back. Williams defending. It falls.
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They trail by 3. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Nate McMillan's huddle. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And stolen by Williams. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Daniels. Over Looney. Oh, he missed it. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3
Got us a game right here.
Now a timeout call.
All you need is 0.4 seconds.
They trail by 3.
I'm trying to tell y'all, all you need is 0.4 seconds. You can't do it in 0.3. You can't do it in 0.2. You can't do it in 0.1 unless you're at the free throw line. So any of that. You need 0.4 seconds. It's humanly impossible to do it under 0.4 seconds. And they've got 4 times that right now. Let's see if they'll waste it. I go for the quickest score possible. Free guy up right there. Boom. Oh, what?
Takes the win on the road.
What?
And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they
That's just why we got rid of his ass. Just why we got rid of him.
That'll do it for now.
Just why we got rid of him.
Allie LaForce and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Cullen a big pickup over here. Replacing Levine this season. We went without one last year. I'm still trying to figure out how Levine became a free agent. Shit, I might go back and look at that shit. I'm still trying to figure out how Levine became a free agent. For real, for real. Forilla, Skrilla, and Chinchilla. Oh yeah, we watching this. Hold on. Yeah, suspension watch. Yep, we watching the first game, we watching the last game. Whether we get to this one, you know, you never know. This one, you know, you never know. This one, you know, you never know. You know, we gonna have to see it. Yep, but since ain't nobody pulled up, ain't nobody in the chat just yet, not nobody sounding off in them comments anyway, we gonna do suspension watch. Wait, whoa. Oh. We gonna have to see it. Yep. There better not be no suspended players out here, y'all. Better not be no suspended players out here. Shit, everybody actually wearing their jersey? That's new. Alright. Everything's on the up and up. We'll be back.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that, like, D-Book has his shoe, like, kind of like the focal point in it, and it says Be Legendary. And I think he's a legend, just signed, like, a crazy extension. I love, like, the women's cover. Love the Michael Jordan cover. You might see some circulate in the new game. Super excited for that. And, yeah, like, shout out to the whole 2K family, and thank you for always having me be a part.
What's up, guys? We're here with Danielle, and we are talking NBA 2K23. You recently got into the game since NBA 2K17. What are you excited about for this year's game?
Well, for the first time, I got my face scan.
Yeah.
So I guess getting to play as me and my player, because I usually only play my player. So I guess that, but then also, since I'm from Chicago, I am a Bulls fan. So the legendary version, I think, the cover was MJ, so I'm pretty excited about that too.
What's your my player?
I actually made a center because my friend told me that it was like the easiest to kind of do.
So you go the easy route?
Yeah. I'm new to basketball, so, you know, I'm just trying to do the easy stuff first.
Well, it looks like you had a great time out there at Summer League.
We had a blast, but it's time to get back to the studio because we've got a game to finish.
Ooh, 2K23 right around the corner. While you were out there in Vegas, I was catching up with some of the dev team to share some insights on NBA 2K23. I can't wait to share it with all of you.
Until then, make sure you're following us on social media. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We'll see you soon, and enjoy the game.
Bye.
We're the land of the free and the home of the
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaren Jackson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. Zion Williamson is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Doncic in a two-guard. And for the Lakers, they've got Christian Wood. R.J. Barrett is out there with Randall. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong. But it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Over Barrett. Williamson trying to free himself up. That one a little long. And Barrett slams it in.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Here's Doncic. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Murray, the pass to Randall. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Murray. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Simmons. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Williamson with it. Picked up by Barrett. Porzingis trying to get free. And Williamson gets it to go.
Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength. It's the body control.
Randall against Williamson. Randall surveying the D. Over Williamson. That one off the back iron and out. For Baltimore, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The 11-footer. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Kicks to Doncic. Floats it up for Williamson. That puts them in the lead.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has any.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 22-point game against Brooklyn.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Here's Doncic. Following the score by DeJounte Murray. Count that one. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Up top, Barrett, guarded by Porter. Barrett dishes to Randall. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the fence.
And Simmons slams it in.
6'10" Simmons. I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
It's Randall with the drive. Randall can't get that one to fall.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Simmons passes to Porzingis.
And in the paint, Porzingis doesn't give the defense any opportunity there. He just stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Baltimore shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
And he makes the first.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Lakers. Then for Baltimore, Clark, he's checked in for Porzingis. And James Harden has subbed in for Doncic. And the Lakers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Green. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Rebounded by Jackson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Randall kicks to Williams. Poked away. Back to Randall. Baltimore with the rebound.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Here's Williams. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. They need this one. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Beasley's checked in for Randall.
Lakers, Malik Beasley.
Pass to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. The feed to Simmons. Finished off the break. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defenses.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
Williams against Simmons. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
Confident right there. These shots help Jackson find his rhythm. Love seeing him be so.
Green against Harden. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Harden the pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive schemes.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Beasley. You can't get that one. Good D by Harden.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A lot of people have opinions about Ben Simmons, but you have to respect everything he does. He always plays at a high level.
He misses the free throw.
And you talk to Simmons' teammates, he sets the tone, he's vocal, and he leads by example.
And the Lakers making a change here. And he's good on the second. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Randall finds Hield. Now here's Beasley. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Hield outside. 5 to shoot. And again, the Lakers no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
It's Harden with the drive. He feeds it to Vucevic. That one's not going to go. Williams, that's a 2-pointer.
Versus a defender who can guard at any position. Simmons, he's using his speed and length to annoy shooters.
And so it's Baltimore, 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Baltimore?
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Wood out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Williams. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Beasley in at the shooting guard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And slam dunk by Clark.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor. From the combo guard. Hard.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Beasley, and it's blocked. Now here's Simmons. Down low. Here's Clark. Hits the front of the rim and out. Lakers shooting only 21% from the field so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And stolen by Simmons. And there's the drive.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Randall against Clark. Here's Wood. 9 points last game. James Harden with the rebound. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And there's Porter on the assist from Simmons. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
Timeout called the Lakers. You know, Chris, I remember back in the day and at one point in the Western Conference, they had they had Tim Duncan, they had Kevin Garnett, all Hall of Famers, all so great to watch.
And yeah, we had some battles. You can't forget about guys like Nowitzki. He had to play 2 ways. Then if you were a 4, you were a 5. So David Robinson, Karl Malone, Shaq. Yeah, that was all in a week's work.
Get ready for the Dance Squad! Get ready for the Dance Squad!
And the Lakers with some changes. It's checked in for Heel. Poole comes in for Malik Beasley. And Murray subbed in for Kenrich Williams. Then for Baltimore, Zinkas, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williamson comes in for Clark. And Doncic is subbed in for James Harden. Murray. Good D by Williamson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Yes, that goes in. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Poole. And Doncic gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there.
A rebound by the Lakers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Barrett. It's sent back down by Simmons. Porter in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Porter's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray, the pass to Randall. 6 on the shot clock from 13 off the left rim and out. Baltimore on offense. They've got a 13-2 run going. And it's Williamson missing.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size, that spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Hakeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
And so Barrett nails both of them. Baltimore on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Loads it up for Williamson. And the rejection by Jackson. Baltimore with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Simmons against Murray. The pass to Wood, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Baltimore, the foul.
And really, every team had the chance to sign Wood early on, but passed. And this man just kept working, and now when healthy, he's becoming a force.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Christian Wood had that breakout campaign back in the 2019-2020 season with Detroit, earning himself a huge free agent deal. Great to see Christian's hard work pay off.
The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Passes it to Williamson. Williamson double team. Simmons inside. He's against Green. And the dunk by Williamson.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Udo with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Murray looking around. Over Williamson. And too long on the shot. Baltimore on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Pass to Udo. The dish to Murray. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That shot no good. And Baltimore going the other way now.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Simmons inside. He's covered by Murray. Simmons against Murray. He doesn't hit that one. There's 1:26 left to play here in the half.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
Baltimore
Yeah, coach
calls
is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Baltimore. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
In for the Lakers. Malik Beasley comes in for Murray. Then for Baltimore, Vucevic checked in for Porzingis. Clark comes in for Zion Williamson. And James Harden subbed in for Simmons. Porter passes to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Clark's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jackson, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That's just incredible control from Jackson. He's someone that has no problem overcoming physical defense like this.
Harden outside. Driving in. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Green taking his time here. Porter against Teal. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Large, soft hands. Jackson can finish above the rim with ease.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Inside, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
With the drive and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Impressive mobility from Jackson. You got to like seeing him use it to put pressure on the D.
The Lakers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
The multi-talented Jackson has impressed at an early age, mainly because his game is perfectly tailored for today's NBA.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And so it's Baltimore holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny, what's your view?
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution, and by and large, they take great shots.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball thrown through.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Williamson. Simmons is out there with Clark. And there's Porzingis. And it's Porter at the small forward position. Baltimore leading by 20. And here is Clark. Floats it up for Williamson. Zion throws down the alley-oop slam.
He's the perfect alley-oop partner. Zion showing the lift. How about his hands? And then we all know how it is.
And Barrett switches it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Porzingis kicks to Clark. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Murray. Randall finds Barrett. Driving the lane. Good D by Williamson. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Baltimore. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Simmons passes to Williamson. Williamson double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Baltimore with the ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And there's the pass to Wood. Dishes to Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Porter against Wood. Porzingis. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. Two things you like to see from Porzingis.
Murray kicks to Barrett. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. On the perimeter, Chris, does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you could put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run and guard in some different positions.
And he can't get the first one. The Lakers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Baltimore. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Baltimore leading by 22. Williamson trying to free himself up. It's rebounded by Poole. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Plus ball handling by Randall. Rare to see that from a young power forward.
And Simmons kicks to Doncic. Wood with the block. Randall passes to Poole. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wood. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Jackson misses. Baltimore leading by 20. Here's Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is your challenge defensively. How do you stop Williamson without fouling?
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off.
So much pressure on Williamson to be a legend out of the gate. He has Hall of Fame tools, but you have to give him time to refine those.
Baltimore making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Barrett with the ball. He's got 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jackson passes to Barrett. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 10 points for R.J. Barrett. Simmons looking it over. Pass to Porter. Baltimore moving that ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 7.
He's a point guard. I mean, the point guard's command in the pick and roll. Harden, he always reads it perfectly.
Williams kicks to Poole. He dishes it to Jackson. Poole with it. Working for Williamson. And Poole gets it to go.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Simmons left side. Loads it up for Williams.
Assistant, Ben Simmons.
And the passer floated up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish.
Man, wait, that won't just a, no. That won't just a slam cam. We're gonna need to, we're gonna have to see that. Wait, what? Damn, he caught the flip and got the back pick. Damn, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is a play I do IRL. Yep, all that shit, except for that part. I don't do all that. So when that side hit that floater.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And the last thing you want to do is let me get to my spot. I got one spot on the court. Last thing you want to do is let me get there. I'm 90% from that bitch.
Pass to Harden. To the paint. And it's Vucevic missing. The Lakers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. And stolen by Williamson. High post Vucevic. Right side Simmons. It's stolen by Barrett. Over in the corner Williams. And again the Lakers no good.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him. A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Oh, shit.
Here's Barrett. Over Porter. Barrett, no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Usually drops those in between jumpers.
Simmons passes to Williamson. Williamson double teamed. Simmons against Randall. Here's Williamson. Nice D from Barrett. Lakers shooting 42% from the field here in the 3rd. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Jackson.
Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Second team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Baltimore.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
That's good from Simmons.
Whoa.
And Simmons drops them both. 1:31 left to play in the 3rd. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Murray penetrating. Yep, that one goes.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Murray. A nice shot by Simmons.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Here's Green. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Baltimore. Off the inbound, and it's good off the back rim and in. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Yeah, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Jackson after Ben Simmons miss. Down low, here's Green. Baltimore with the rebound. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis kicks to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got his second basket.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Now Jackson.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on. This shit over with, man. This shit over with, man.
That one up in time, but doesn't go in. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Baltimore on top, running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Green is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then
hold on, I ain't got no illegal players out here, right?
There's DeJounte Murray, and it's Beasley in at the 2. Now here's Porter.
Ah, it's Beasley. Okay.
Back to Simmons.
Okay.
From beyond the arc, a rebound by the Lakers, and it's the Lakers.
All right. No illegal players out here. We're doing a random check. Alright, I don't see no illegal players out here. I did see one of them get a game, get some time in. Which means that Jared Allen's suspension has been extended. Yep. Yep, you need to follow the rules, y'all. Make sure. Okay. Make sure ain't nobody here. Alright, ain't nobody there. Wait, what? Wait, how we got 7 more minutes back? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Wait. Oh, alright. Alright, I'm about to say, man. The fucker broke that bitch. It's like, no, hold on, man. You got 7 more minutes left.
Exactly right, but with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Zion, you never let him back in the game tonight. How did you finish so strongly?
He's being consistent, not letting up after we get a big lead. Coach came and emphasized it at halftime, and then we just came out and stayed consistent.
Yeah, it was a wire-to-wire job tonight, man. And congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
All right. You get a free Bo's chicken sandwich when you download the app. Downloading the app. All right. Nope. Yeah, shit. Yep. In my opinion, the best rivalry in the KBA. In my humble opinion, the best rivalry in the KBA. Cajun chicken filet biscuit combo. Interesting. Fans. There you go.
Here's Dosunmu.
Man, what is this dude doing not getting these rebounds, man?
Crashing the boards, fighting hard for
Yes.
On the court right now for Portland.
Damn.
They've got Tyler Hero.
Yeah, man, it's supposed to be a trade. Oh my God, why would you do that?
Now here's Mitchell.
What?
Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Dosunmu can't hit.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Isley. Here's Murray. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yep.
Murray's got 22.
And Murray's...
We getting further into this fourth quarter. Fuck all that. Up 8.
Boy, you love how guys are making
no
plays.
more Zaza Turk.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Paul. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Man, who did they even get for Zaza
4 of 8
Turk?
shots to drop here in this final quarter. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Oh, God. It wasn't Cole Hendricks. Oh, God. What are you
Mitchell
doing? Hit
has
the
to
heart.
hurt.
Oh,
And it's
God.
Isley with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
They get the rebound. Dinwiddie, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. Tucker's gotten his first basket of the night.
Unselfish
DeAndre coming back in. He's the difference maker out here. DeAndre, oh, God, he just crossed the soul. God, who is this Dinwiddie guy?
Powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Pass to Mitchell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
To the wing, right side. Here's Murray. Pass to Isley. Another shot. Basket counts. And Portland leads by 8.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
The first one falls. Jordan's checked in for Hart. Good on both. Here's Murray. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Isley. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Portland.
I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In the first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. The Pistons shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Outside Paul. Here's Tucker. Good D by Murray. For Portland, they've gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. And there's Dinwiddie. That one's good. On the assist by Murray. Dinwiddie's gotten 4 this quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Paul, shot is off.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Noel. Rejected by Mitchell. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. That one off the back iron and out.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
He can't hit that time. And it's Portland the other way.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Well, you look at offensive basketball nowadays, Brent. Less isolation than in years past.
Yep, this game's over. Yep, that's over. Minute 25 left. Rain finally slowed down. That's a plus, I guess. Hornets in the cold army. Let's see. Who's got it? Charlotte up 3.
Left in the fourth quarter.
Down the stretch.
Zhang the bounce pass.
Yep. They got a young team. Zhang, Giddy, Zeller.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Zeller.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. Zeller really missed. And got it back. Man, when they lose, it's going to be because of that possession right there. They should have got that rebound.
In that important situation.
And Charlotte looking good. Zhang is out there.
And they can't buy a board.
And it's Whitehead. In at the 2
It's
spot.
ugly,
That one is good.
Really nice job moving the ball around.
This is ugly.
That defense.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 7. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance.
Cade Cunningham. Whitehead may play the game. Rookie. 33? Wow.
Once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives
Man's dropped 33 points rookie season. These niggas can't make a shot.
Listen to Eric Spoelstra address the team.
Man, this is sad, man. It's real sad.
He said, guys, we can get back in
Real
this
sad,
game.
man.
Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Thanks, David.
Sad down bad.
You know, giving your best
Yeah, what's this
when it
over
matters
there?
most.
Yeah, you know, once
This
they got
what?
victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Disapproving nod.
The offensive rebound controls the rebound.
Oh,
Puts it back
man.
up and in. And the Hornets lead
Oh,
by
that's
11.
funny, man.
And they came in determined.
That's funny, man. We got some new rules in the KBA, though. Y'all might want to check Twitter.
Yep, to have a
New rules in the
stress-free win on the
KBA.
road, very satisfying. The fans are
As the
already
investigation has concluded, but the results of the investigation have not been announced just yet. The suspensions, the trade was rescinded. It was an illegal trade. The suspension put in place. Jared Allen has already bucked the system, disregarded the suspension, came in and got himself 4 minutes or something like that, 2 points.
Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, so his suspension's been extended. All right. But that's not the only investigation. That's not the investigation that we were talking about at all. Investigation we're talking about is voter fraud and vote tampering. Yep. Voter fraud and voter tampering. Browns and Celtics. Let's see. We're going to see it in the fourth. Oh, nope. No, we're not going to have to see it. Oh, shit. Hold on. Nah, them niggas coming back. Yep. They coming big back. They coming big back bully. Live in the house, you could fit that pool in. Oh shit, nah, I lived in 12 places. I forgot about the mansion. Forgot all about the mansion. Yep. Damn. That's crazy, man. I was thinking the other day how many places I've lived
The visitors with the ball.
in my life.
They lead by 4.
I think it's 12. I forgot all about the
Over
mansion.
Johnson.
What the fuck?
Clock at 6.
What? That's some shit I would do. I ain't gonna lie, that is some shit I would do. Throw a pass to a motherfucker and then run over there and give him a string.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age.
It usually doesn't work out like that when I do that, though. Niggas don't be expecting that shit, so what it usually winds up turning into is he just for the extra defender and shit. I'm wide open under the rim. That's why I did it. Get it right back. Yeah, I do a lot of things, man.
Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Do a lot of things, especially near that rim. Oh my God.
And that's up and in.
Been watching some Ben Carroll highlights lately, man. Where's Headband at? I seen that he 100% for 100% with that headband.
We talk about execution
He ain't not
offensively
wearing the
coming down
headband,
stretch.
though.
To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
He ain't covering out without that headband, bro. I'm here for that. And they just took the lead. First lead of the night.
A look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Man, Carroll and Giannis, man. That's a generational thing. Oh, Giannis forcing things. Man, Carroll out there on the lead. Man. Celtics losing to the Browns.
Unable to get that one. And Boston
We're going to have to see it. Down to the Browns.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
So on Giannis. He got the double. Oh, he missed it. They needed him to make that, man. Celtics should foul now. Nah, I should give him 12 seconds. Oh, God. Oh, God. Not if you're going to play D like that. Why did they call a timeout? Got 20 seconds, got the ball, down one. All they need to do is run this shit up. 20 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock. All they need to do is run this out. A tipping to get him in. Not then playing around the rim for 20 seconds and doing pump fakes to get you on the free throw line. You go right under the rim. If you dump it down low and the dude pump fake 3 times, he getting a foul, dog. I don't care what nobody said. 3 pump fakes, he getting that foul. Head coach Dwight Howard. And I've got a feeling he's going to be playing again next season. Got a feeling. A lot of teams saving 3 players. One team we haven't heard from yet is the Raptors.
From start to finish. Wow. So impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away.
Under the new rules, it's all Luke. It's all Luke. I've been asking Luke for a week and a half, man. Which one of these guys he's trying to keep? Melo, Jello, and Lonzo. How does Johnny Davis and Bagley factor into that? What about Okongwu, the 4th brother? Damn, Boston back up. How the fuck is Boston up? Oh, they hit a 3? Damn, I was not paying attention. Hold on. And why do they got my player at the arena still? Yep. You have some words with those guys. Who the hell hit the 3? Oh, they ran that same play. Damn. They ran the same play. Give him the pick on the weak side, the roll. He draw the double, pull it back out. That's literally the same play they just ran. Dude missed. Now let's see, man. What kind of team is this in Orlando? What kind of team? 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4. Woo! We going in OT, y'all. OT.
Shooting for Orlando. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And Boston calls time here. The score knotted at 132. 3 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. for the win. Oh, couldn't sink it, and we're going to overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First team foul. At the line for the Celtics. 2 shots.
So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 7. They've got Powell. Eric Paschal out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Vincent. And it's Sumner in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Schroeder passes to Boucher. Indiana moving the ball around. Defended by Drummond. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Dallas Mavericks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of the team and bring you closer together.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Vincent, the pass to Paschal. Dishes it to Powell. Jacks up a 3. No good. So Indiana will take it the other way. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
So he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at it.
Drives to the hoop. Vincent's shot is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And there it is for him. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for Indiana.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Now here's Drummond. Here's Paschal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
His first foul. 4th team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
He's off on the first. Brooklyn making some changes. McCaw, he's checked in for Edwin Sumner. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Vincent. He doesn't get the second one. Indiana leading by 7. The pass to Schroeder. Joseph with the rebound. And to Brooklyn, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And he drives in. It's rebounded by Indiana. Boucher's got 7 rebounds in the game. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And they're able to recover to the inside. Schroeder fades and shoots. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Edmund Sumner checked in for the Nets. From Schroeder.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it. And after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
Schroeder hits them both.
What really makes Schroeder special is the energy he plays with. I mean, it's contagious and infects the entire team. He's like a lightning bolt of energy when he hits the court.
Here's McCaw. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell to pass the basket. And slam dunk by Pistol.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the impact stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Brooklyn trails by 7. Pass to Sumner. Kicks it to Powell. Takes it inside, and Boucher sends it back. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Sumner. And Boucher sends it back. Inside. Back to Schroeder. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so Powell will bring it up for a Brooklyn 9-point game. It's Drummond with the drive. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the paint. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all. A lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Schroeder against Drummond. And it's Schroeder missing. Brooklyn trails by 10. Powell inside. Working on Boucher. The shot by Powell, no good. Tries again. And it's good on the layup. 1 point in the game.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 12. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And the decision-making tonight has just been outstanding. If the shot hasn't been there for him, he's just kept the ball moving. And that patience is how he's got his field goal percentage to almost 60 here tonight.
And who would thought he'd be the guy to shake them out of this losing streak? Maybe that's been the problem. He hasn't been playing as big a role as he should have. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Indiana leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Indiana.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be highly contested.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Vincent's checked in for Powell. David Waba is checked in for Indiana.
Mexican night can be a lot of work. But with Old El Paso, you can make a Mexican night feast with nothing but
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Achua finds Waba. Schroeder outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Pascal. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It's really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
What you know about the whole key? Pension and pension. Pension and pension.
Let's meet your Las Vegas starting lineup. the power forward position, number 47. Starting at point guard, number 3. The man in the middle, number 17, Onyeka Okongwu. The other forward position, number 13. At the upper guard position, number 1, Lonzo Ball. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Your Las Vegas starters.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. Hi, everyone. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. Now the starting group for the visitors. And for the Raptors. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, BA. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
Don't worry about mine. Just stay on your grind and it's fine. It's still like fine. Get on rush. Nothing so don't pay no mind. Don't waste my time. Don't worry about mine. Just stay on your grind. On the move, raising them down and brings. Like casino cons and things I see.
Irving with it. Smith outside. Down low. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Ball. 6 to shoot. And he lays it up and in.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Lets it go from 14. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Okongwu. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
With floor awareness of Ball, excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates. It's become pretty clear that if a team's looking to run a fast-paced offense, Lonzo Ball is the perfect choice at the point.
And the shot's good by Irving.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
Pass to Okongwu. And down it goes. Hit through off a beautiful setup.
The vision Lonzo has is special, finding his teammates in their spots over and over again.
It does seem like Lonzo's game is suited to an up-tempo attack, Smitty.
I totally agree, BA. It gets him into his comfort zone. And when he's in a groove, making plays, scoring on his own, he's a very dangerous offensive player. Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Lets it fly from 18. No good, off the front rim for New York. They've gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. To the middle. Here's Smith. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Ball. Rejected by Okongwu.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And here's Ball, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
That three's off the mark. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
New York foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for New York.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Okongwu. Ball against Irving. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Ball left side. And he lobs it up. Got a piece of it. Here's Irving, taking command on offense when they need it, putting up 21 a game. Poke loose. Now here's Ball. Uncovered. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Now a timeout called by New York. And we know it's never easy to play on the road, Grant. Just how tough a lengthy road trip.
Well, I'll tell you, after game 3 or 4 or 5 on the road, you definitely feel it. I mean, towards the end of a road trip, it's a struggle to play near 100%.
Visitors with the ball. Here's ABC. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Well, Las Vegas is shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Davis with it. Richardson picks him up. Ball right side. Puts up a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Inside, Richardson. And it's Bagley with the rebound. Outside, Davis. It's deflected. They recover it. And that one's good. Bagley. And for New York, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. That's to ABC. With the drive. And he dunks it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
It just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
And here's Toppin from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Driving inside. Davis for the rebound. For Las Vegas, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. The floater, it's tipped, and he recovers it. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Outside Payton. To the paint. Clock at 6. And Claxton gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Outside Davis. Can't get it to drop.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's ABC. That gives him the lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Davis. Pass to Bagley. 23 seconds left to play in the first. He's off on that one. Davis against Payton. Over to the wing. Takes the three. That shot missing. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by a point. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves his best for the fourth quarter.
For me, I just try to get out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. What kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where I was attacking the big or attacking the run.
Irving, perhaps underrated as a tactician, Greg.
Oh, yeah. It's a chess match indeed. One move, one play, sets up the next.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activities. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, Smitty, looking back at your career, you were named an All-Star scoring 20 points a game. But you also played a few years as a role player. What do you think the key was to that transition?
BA, you have to always embrace being a great teammate, no matter what the role is. Of course, winning a ring like I did with the Spurs, that makes coming off the bench much easier.
That free throw good from Davis. Both free throws good from Davis.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
So on the floor for New York, we've got Mo Bamba, and it's ABC in at the one. Excellent D there from Davis. Well, Las Vegas is shooting just 38% for this game so far, from 10 feet away. No luck on that one. New York goes the other way with it. Smith outside. They get it back. Richardson counts that one. And New York leads by 1.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Got a piece of it. Here's the break. And it's ABC missing.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Ball with it. Started by Smith. Off the left rim and out for New York. They've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. It falls. He's down 2 of 5 from the field.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Smith against Ball. And there's the drive. Over Bamba. Ball no good.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Here's ABC. We saw him with 19 his last time out. 5 to shoot. There's the three. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For Las Vegas, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Now Ball, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Irving comes to help. 6 on the shot clock. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. 3 on the clock. Here's Longley. Got a piece of it. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Irving, the bucket on the assist by Smith. And it's a 5-point New York lead. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
They have also done a great job of getting hands in the passing lanes and coming away with steals in the early goals.
Conley checks in for Green. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Clock at 6. The 3 from Ball. The rebound by Bamba. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's one.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy
Las Vegas is shooting just around 26% for the game. Ball left side. McGee. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Las Vegas. Javal McGee at the line for one.
Second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Irving with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Longley with a rebound. Pass the ball. Shot clock at 6. Over Irving. Ball no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Here's Ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. but at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Irving for three. Hauled in by McGee. Ball against Irving. Ball outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Now here's Ball. 15 in his last outing. McGee's shot is off. And here's Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Topham, he's checked in for McGee. Now here's Ball. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
With Onyeka Okongwu, you get an athletic big man who puts a ton of energy into his defense.
And I feel like we really see Okongwu's defensive prowess when he's going against the pick and roll.
Well, his time and his instincts are terrific, BA. Combine that with his physical attributes, and it's easy to see what makes him a special player at the defensive end. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
2 minutes remaining.
Here he goes.
2 minutes.
Left side Payton. 4 on the clock. 4-3. The offensive rebound. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall. And New York leads by 5.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
To the left wing. Guarded by Payton. Out to the right wing. Longley. No good with the triple. And New York shooting a chilly 28% here in the second. Pass to Irving. Fires it. Longley with a rebound. Well, Las Vegas is shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Doubled by Payton. Here's Topham. Fires from the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Topham's got 5.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Irving for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
And it's Ball off the drive. That shot off the mark. New York goes the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Foul. Nick Claxton. First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Las Vegas. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second free throw, no good. Here's ABC, driving to the basket. Block! They get it back. And that concludes the first half. Leading by 6. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks. Tim, what do you think about the way this team defended in the first half?
Well, not bad, but we have to sustain it for the entire game. They put a lot of pressure on you. You got to make sure we're containing their dribble penetration, and then we got to react down challenge shots.
Expectations are high for the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Welcome to New York. Kenny, how'd you see?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentage looks. And that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, with the D worried about the post.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench section. The scoring is giving them a real start. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ball against Irving. And he banks in the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
New York shooting just 33% so far in this game. And for New York, Okongwu with the rebound. Well, Las Vegas is shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Ball against Irving. From about 16. The shot that time not on target. To the inside. Six to shoot. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Pass the ball. Here's Okongwu. 5 points in the game. Takes a 13-footer, and that one comes up a bit short. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's ABC. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it. Ball right side. The shot off that time. New York goes the other way with it.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Rejected by Okongwu.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
So both teams changing it up here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
The visitors with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Doesn't go for him. New York goes the other way with it.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
On the tape. The layup misses.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Can't hit it from 12 feet. And for New York, they're shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Oh, there's the alley. Here's ball. It doesn't go for him. Smith outside to the middle. Rejected by Okongwu. The Raptors shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Here's ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Tipped away. Ball with the rebound. The Raptors have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, BA.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now a timeout called by New York.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, so we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor. Still like fire, you don't crush your things, nothing, so don't pay me no mind. Stop wasting my time, don't worry about mine. Just stay on your grind and it's fine. Still like fire, you don't crush your things, nothing, so don't pay me no mind. Don't waste my time, don't worry about mine. Just stay on your grind and it's fine. Still like fire, you don't crush your things, nothing, so don't pay me no mind. Don't waste my time, don't worry about mine. Just stay on your grind, it's fine. How we do?
Davis, he's checked in for ball. Okongwu's gone 3 of 5 from the field. Here's ABC, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Into the lane. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. To the right side. Tries to break his ice. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And New York leads by 2.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. It's Davis with the drive. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Richardson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smith. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Long range from the inbound. Davis for the rebound. The Raptors shooting just 36% in the third. Over Payton. Davis hits. Now Payton. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Richardson. Pass to Smith. Pocket 6. Over Ball. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. For the lead. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Richardson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Peyton.
Out of bounds. Las Vegas ball. Now into the lineup for Las Vegas.
Here's Davis. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Peyton passes to Smith. Outside Peyton. Tipped. Here's Longley. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ball passes to Bagley. And they get it back. Offensive board. Deflected. 1:19 left in the third. Pass to Peyton. Here's Richardson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Shooting from New York. At the line for two.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Peyton. Both good from the line that time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Ball outside. 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Comes up empty down low.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Smith against Ball. Irving for three. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Bagley can't hit from in close. And for New York, they're shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Right wing. Right side, Irving to the paint. Tip. Here's Longley. Inside. Here's Davis. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Top it out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Davis in at the 1. Richardson, no good.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Ball. Misses off the left iron. Pass to Smith. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Davis against Irving. Outside Davis. To tie it up. Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. All no good.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Irving, the pass to Richardson. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Raptors have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. And stolen by Irving. And he's going for the lob. Throw it down on the lob.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them moving.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
With Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Dwayne Casey address the team. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game." Bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
And the shot goes in. And it's a 6-point New York lead.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Well, Las Vegas is shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Outside Davis. Looking to get back on track. And it's good on the lay-in.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Davis. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Hey, give them credit also for the number of layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the bucket.
The first free throw is good. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Offensive rebound. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Hits the front of the rim and out. For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Ball no good.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
With the fadeaway. The shot no good. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a poor 25% to this game so far. Shoots off the step back. Here's a Kongwu. Outside Davis. Shot clock at 5. Davis drawing the double team. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Irving up top. Checked by Davis. Excellent D there from Davis. Well, Las Vegas is shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. To take the lead. He's off on that one. New York goes the other way with it. Outside Irving. Floats one. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Irving. It's deflected. Down low. Okongwu. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And for New York, they're shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Smith, left side. Shot to end the cold streak. The shot won't fall. Covered by Smith. To take the lead. Top it inside. Covered by Smith. Irving against Davis. Misses the three. Irving with it. The baseline J is on the way. Can't get it to go. Pass the ball. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Two minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Smith. Irving for three. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. To take the lead. Okongwu, no good. And here's New York now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pounded by Ball. To the inside. Irving for three. And Toppin pulls it down.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Ball outside. The three. And they'll get another chance. Oh, got a piece of it. Here we go. Here's Irving. And Davis with the block. And here they come. Tries to break his ice. Oh, clanks the dunk. And here's New York now. It's a 1-point game. Smith passes to Irving. To win the drought. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team. And sometimes you just try to do too much.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're trailing by 1. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Player of the game.
And tonight he served as the anchor on the defensive end. The opposition didn't get the memo about his defensive skills clearly. And he made them pay for it. He was just blocking shots away left and right out there.
Now a timeout called by New York. They trail by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
All right, guys, what's your take?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Bucket to put him in front. Now they've got to put everything into their D and come up with a big stop.
Smith outside. Oh, no good! So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. So long and good night, everyone.
What's up, everybody? This is the Professor. You're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to this special summer edition of NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning here at 2K Studios. And I'm Marcus Morgan from sunny Las Vegas at Summer League. And it's a very special Summer League because it is NBA 2K 23 Summer League. We caught up with some fans and, of course, the NBA Draft. Well, I'm glad I couldn't be there physically because I love Summer League. We get to see our first glimpse at the future of the NBA. And for those players, it's their first opportunity to get scanned to the game. Yeah, we were there with them as they were getting scanned. Definitely a huge milestone, but it is hot here, so let's take a look at the cover.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And tonight, it'll be New Orleans going up against the Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Trent Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, great to hear from you. And Anthony Davis often is in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year and even MVP, but don't expect him to indulge in that talk. He said, if I play to my potential, then those just happen. But winning another title, anchoring our defense, staying healthy, those are the types of goals I set for myself. Kevin?
You always have priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. John Collins is out there with Jackson. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Goodwin in at the one spot. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Tyrese Halliburton. Anthony Davis is out there with Carter. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Markkanen in at the three. And great people already predicting the MVP for this season. Is it too early to start talking about that?
We have roughly half a season left to play. Yet people love to talk about sports, period, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual award out there.
And Davis sends it back. Pocket four. Here's Collins, and it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Collins has got the first points up on the board tonight here for New Orleans. There's the pass to Markkanen. Here's Davis. And they double up Davis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Carter. New Orleans with the ball. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Davis, following the score by New Orleans. Over Jackson, and Davis gets it to go.
AD has the green light. Trust me, in this offensive system, he can shoot the ball whenever he wants.
Good run passes to Davis. Stolen by Markkanen. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now, here's Goodwin. He gives a bit of a strong lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Carter pulls it in. Timberwolves on offense. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Thompson from long range. And again, New Orleans has no up. And it's Davis with the ball for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Halliburton. Back to Davis. Over Goodwin. And Davis can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start off the game. Davis kicks to Thompson. Pass to Goodwin. Let's the 3-fly. Connects from three-point range. Goodwin's got 5 points so far.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Halliburton. Here's Davis. Trying to get open his Carter. And Davis can't get it to go.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
They get it back. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
Halliburton kicks to Brunson. Now Halliburton. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Now here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. Collins wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Halliburton passes to Carter. Over Goodwin. And all that time before dropping in.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And he gets it back. Goodwin finds Davis. Here's Thompson. That shot off the mark. Timberwolves go the other way with it.
If he's going to keep shooting, you've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so that he's getting to the line not nearly as effective as he'd like.
That free throw, no good. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Bogdanovich is checked in for John Collins. Shake Milton comes in for Davis. Patrick Beverly is checked in for Thompson. And Jones subbed in for Goodwin. And he's good on the second. New Orleans in the lead. Jones looking for an opening. It's deflected. Works against Beverly. Driving inside. Here's Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll issue the free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team
foul. One, and this one so far in the game.
Your Timberwolves. Tyrese Halliburton taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And it's tied up with that one. Now for New Orleans, shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. Held with the triple. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Here's Arthur. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Milton. He's covered by Halliburton. Milton with it. He could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The officials are all over that one.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And I think this is the strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. Diallo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement.
Can't drop that dunk with some serious end time on the rim. Here's Milton. It doesn't go for him.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here he goes. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. No good with the layup. The Timberwolves shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Diallo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Arthur kicks to Hayes. Clock is at 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Down low, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Burks. Good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Now the pass to Thompson. Passes it to Milton. The 3. Unable to get that one. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hayes the pass to Burks. Launches at 3. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throw foul.
Third team foul.
It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Burks.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad, you.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. Now, here's Thompson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good on the 3. Here's Diallo. Releases from the wing and through. And the Timberwolves lead by 6. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Thompson. Shake Milton is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Jones. And it's Jackson, and it's center. Now here's Jones. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against...
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Thompson up top. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Thompson misses.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Hayes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 2 to shoot. Diallo. Offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Brunson against Beverly. 6 to shoot. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Pat Beverly, one of the most antagonizing guys in the league, Brent. How would you go about keeping him out of your head?
Well, I would bring tweezers to the game, Kevin, to be honest with you, to try to remove that splinter as soon as possible. Once Pat Beverly gets up underneath you, man, he can cause guys some confusion and get them really frustrated.
Brunson, no good. New Orleans trails by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And finish off by Collins.
When Collins gets up there like that, look out.
Conley feeling it out. Pass to Davis. Oh, he blocked it and the puck's off the backboard. Good on the shot.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Good one. Passes to Bogdanovich. Now Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Collins, good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Works to absolute perfection.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Conley into the lane. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Goodwin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Shoots from 12. There's Markkanen. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Beverly. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Patrick Beverly can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Now here is Conley. Over Goodwin. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Beverly against Brunson. Bogdanovich passes to Davis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Davis with the ball for the Timberwolves. Hayes finds Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Davis And he overshot that one, missing.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. Outside Conley. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
That's a good one. Good work defensively by Conley. Timberwolves leading by 4. Inside. Got a piece of it. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got his first bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of the game, you have to stay hydrated.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Brunson, and he pops him away up off the glass. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Collins. Brooks pulls it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of shot. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Jackson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Davis, and nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves leading by 10. Burks gets to Arthur. Burks, the pass to Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Over Collins. They get it again. Carter, that's good. Carter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". Best most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
For New Orleans, Shake Milton, he's checked in for Davis. And Thompson in for Patrick Beverly. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. And they get it. And they recover it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Driving to the basket. And Hayes brings it down.
I tell you what, the heat take off on that one. Not many players remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Milton. Following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Count that one. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 14 points now in the basket for Milton.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Shot is good.
Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbound.
On deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Timberwolves on top, up by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. For the Timberwolves, Kenny, what was your impression?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They've been struggling to get shots in general. They're down low. They've been taking something. Giving up way too many yesterday. They have to take the win more effectively in the second half. It's going to be a long ride.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. We've got Davis. Carter out there with Larry Markkinen with the shot. Then it's Halliburton. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Goodwin, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Goodwin feeling it out. Clock at 6. Over Carter. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr. Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Passes to Halliburton. Markkinen against Davis. Markkinen passes to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For New Orleans, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1-2 so far.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one at the line is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Brunson's check in. No good on the second free throw. And Davis sends it back.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass
after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there, still feeling the momentum.
Great defense there, anticipated the play and got there first.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Carter finds Halliburton. Over Goodwin. And it's Halliburton missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Now here's Goodwin. He's covered by Halliburton. And it's Goodwin missing.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
To the inside. Stolen by Collins. And here is Goodwin. He has 6. Misses off the left iron.
Ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless for their first 5 attempts.
Growing up in a military family, John Collins moved around a lot as a kid, Brent, getting to experience different parts of the world.
Yeah, interesting upbringing. Born in Utah, moved to Guam, lived in Turkey, was in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It's a lot of life experience for any kid growing up, let alone a guy who's trying to find his way in competitive basketball. John Collins, maybe playing soccer on all those military bases has helped out that footwork a little bit, Kevin.
And that one misses. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Arthur's checked in. And it's Conley in for Halliburton. And New Orleans also making a change. Beverly's checked in. No luck that time either. Timberwolves leading by 23. Markkanen passes to Conley. Back to Markkanen. And it's good for 2.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Now here's Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Beverly. New Orleans moving it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Davis. And again, no good by New Orleans. Conley against Beverly. Outside Conley. Over Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Whiteside checked in for Anthony Davis. Alec Burks comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Hayes subbed in for Jalen Brunson. New Orleans also making some... Bogdanovich.
Sure ain't no players out here.
From a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
The free throw off from Halliburton. And with the 2020 class, he's on the teammate Tim Duncan get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
So for New Orleans right now, Patrick Beverly out there with good looks. Then it's Collins. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. The first free throw is good.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
Hayes, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so Collins nails both of them.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Diallo gets to Conley. Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Wendell Carter. We've heard the call for more diversity among head coaches, Greg. With the turnover this offseason came a lot of opportunity.
And Kevin, that's really what it's all about, right? The league's values of diversity and inclusion have been really pushed to the forefront. And I think that's one reason why our game is so popular globally, because it is so inclusive.
And he can't get the first one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Shake Milton is checked in for New Orleans. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Carter outside, poke loose. That shot's good for Milton.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The Timberwolves shooting in this game 45%. Outside Conley. Here's Diallo. Another shot. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Milton with it. Puts it up from 7, and that one good.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Conley. And again, unable to change momentum here. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
So he's able to get 1 of 2. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Outside Conley, looking for Carter, who gets it there. And then Carter with the dunk.
And dropping the chance there, he curves a 10-0 run by New Orleans.
Outside, Jones. Here's Milton. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
That's in there. Conley with the assist. Hayes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the ball with the foul.
First personal foul.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
And he makes both free throws. The Timberwolves shooting at a decent 44% clip here.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there by every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Tyrese Halliburton.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And he knocks down the first one. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Diallo. Free throw is good for Milton. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Hayes. Johnson with it. Back to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Milton grabs the board. Well for New Orleans, shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Now that bucket.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Jones against Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Can't nail the jumper. Orleans moving it around. The pass to Hawkins. Shoots over Brunson. That one a little long. Jones against Conley. And so the Timberwolves take the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Rory. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we blew, so we had that mindset that even if we're up, we're still going to keep pushing, so that's what we did.
Kept the pedal to the metal, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
That's why there ain't no music. Yeah, but we out of here, man. Day 4, I think it is. It's over with. Yep. Yeah, I think that was the last joint. Just make sure there wasn't no illegal playing going on. I like the sneaking at the bottom. Alright, Jared Allen getting off there. Okay. What about that other guy? Alright, he didn't play either. Though. Oh my god, final 53 points. Vucevic, man. Vucevic is a beast. I seen that shit in real life. He a beast. Shit ain't about nothing though. I make sure ain't no illegal players playing. Alright, I don't see nobody over there. Halliburton has him again. Transactions? Nope. Nope. Injury report? 4 to 6 weeks on these 3. 2 to 4 weeks on these ones. Yep. I've been watching a lot of highlights, man. A lot of highlights. IRL joints, man. These teams are playing incredibly well out here in the NBA. And in the KBA. Yep. League standings. Our side ain't looking too easy no more. Nope. Atlanta slipped. Vegas slipped. Strong side looking strong as ever, with the exception of the Nets. That's what's going on with the second chances. Clackstabbers, the Trailblazers, the Claymores, the Pistons. Oh, even the Celtics. None of these teams should be down here. Dallas should be down here. San Antonio should be down there. The Denver Nuggets should be down there. Salt Lake City should be down there. But they're not. Yeah. It's all y'all's fault. It's all y'all's fault. And niggas saying we 4-5. 4-5. Alright. I can respect that. Tatum on them points still. Bassey was holding on the rebounds. Dudley with the assists. I told niggas they should have never got rid of this guy. Never got rid of this guy. This guy's great, man. I like Garland. So I guess it's a pick your poison kind of thing, man. It's a pick your poison kind of thing. Both of them are 24, so I understand, man. You know? But with the chemistry with Jimmy Duncan, man, that was undeniable. And Shaden Sharp, Okiki, Gigi, Suggs. So Gigi and Suggs is locking niggas up in the backcourt. Oh, they ain't even in the backcourt. Damn. Yep, Turner and AD. Ben Simmons got the turnovers. Trey Mann got the turnovers. Trey Mann about to lose his start. Yep. We out of here, baby.